Attention, attention, attention.
You are watching the Blueverse WXR channel.
This is NOAA weather radio station KDO95 broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz from Blackstrap Hill in Falmouth, Maine. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 401, effective until 1 a.m. This watch includes the following counties in Maine: Androscoggin, Cumberland, Saginaw, and York. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 401 has been issued until 1 a.m. for the following counties in Maine: Androscoggin, Cumberland. The National Weather Service in Gray, Maine has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Oxford County in western Maine, central Androscoggin County in southwestern Maine, northwestern Cumberland County in southwestern Maine, southeastern Coos County in northern New Hampshire, northeastern Grafton County in northern New Hampshire, northeastern Carroll County in northern New Hampshire, until 9 p.m. At 7:54 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 9 miles southwest of Mountain, Washington, or 13 miles southeast of Bethlehem, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Hazard: 70 miles per hour wind gusts and ping-pong ball-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Lewiston, Bridgeton, Freiburg, Mechanic Falls, Bethlehem, Lincoln, Turner, Waterford, Pinkham Notch, Mount Washington, Carroll, Greene, Bartlett, Harrison, Leeds, Buckfield, Hebron, Hartford, Lovell, and Greenwood. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. This is NOAA weather radio station KDO95 broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz from Blackstrap Hill in Falmouth, Maine.
The civil authorities have issued a civil emergency message for Cumberland ME, beginning at 7:18 a.m. and ending at 12:20 p.m. due to the widespread severe weather throughout northwestern Cumberland County within the past 12 hours. Central Maine Power Company has reported numerous power outages throughout numerous cities in Cumberland County, affected by severe weather. Central Maine Power reports that residents may have power within the next 2 to 3 hours. 911 service to police, fire, and EMS are not affected by this outage. However, it is recommended that residents use cellular phones to contact emergency services in case lines become disrupted. To report down wires or tree limbs down, contact Central Main Power at 1-800-596-1600.
This is NOAA weather radio station KDO 95 broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz from Blackstrap Hill in Falmouth, Maine. Dense fog advisory now in effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon. What? Visibility 1/4 mile or less in dense fog. Where? Portions of central and southern New Hampshire and south central and southwest Maine. When? Until 1 p.m. this afternoon. Impacts: hazardous driving conditions due to low visibility. If driving, slow down, use your headlights, and leave plenty of distance ahead of you.
This message is from the Cumberland County Emergency Management. This is a shelter-in-place order for areas of Cumberland County affected by the dense fog. There are reports of unidentified creatures in the fog. These creatures have been reported to 911 services to have created injuries and death. These creatures are extremely aggressive towards humans and should not be interacted with at all. Residents are to seek shelter immediately in an interior room or basement with no windows. This concludes this message from the Cumberland County Emergency Management.
A civil authority has issued a civil emergency message for the following counties or areas. Maine, at 10:13 p.m. on November 17, 2025, effective until 6:10 a.m. November 18, 2025. A statewide no-travel order has been issued due to deteriorating road conditions in areas affected by dense fog. Visibility is near zero throughout most of the state of Maine. A no-travel order is being issued for areas affected by dense fog by the Maine Emergency Management Agency.
The civil authorities have issued a civil danger warning for all of Maine beginning at 4:42 a.m. and ending at 5:42 a.m. Widespread reports of creatures have been confirmed throughout areas of Maine affected by dense fog. The governor of Maine has ordered a shelter-in-place lockdown for areas affected by the mist. Do not leave your home for any reason, as these creatures are extremely dangerous and will kill anyone on sight.
This is a national emergency message. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this national emergency message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WNPL-TV. We will continue to serve the Portland area. If you're not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Portland area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is WNPL-TV. This station will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Portland area. If you're not in the Portland area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from the station in your local area. We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued.
My fellow Americans, right now we are faced with a crisis that has been unforeseen in our lifetime. A crisis that is occurring right now, at this time, at this moment. Creatures of an unknown origin are attacking the human race in Maine and New Hampshire, and they are found in dense fog. As soon as I'm done with this speech, which I will make it quick, I will be responding the United States National Guard in an attempt to defeat these creatures into Maine and New Hampshire. I have also contacted the governors of Vermont and Massachusetts and have informed them to keep their National Guard ready in case the fog were to spread. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to occur. But the best thing to do for the citizens of Maine and New Hampshire is to just shelter in place. Again, for the citizens of Maine and New Hampshire, shelter in place and do not leave your home. Help is coming. The governor of Maine and New Hampshire will also be sending in their National Guard in response to this situation. I have to get back to observing this situation. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
This concludes operations under the emergency alert system. All normal programming will now resume.
Civil authorities have issued a civil emergency message for all of Maine, all of New Hampshire effective until November 18th, 1:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The U.S. National Guard will be deployed into Maine and New Hampshire under the orders of the President Leland Stewart. The governors of Maine and New Hampshire will also be sending in the state's National Guard in an effort to defeat these creatures. Residents across Maine and New Hampshire, continue to shelter in place for your safety. This concludes this activation of the emergency alert system.
This is an administrative message from the Maine Emergency Management Agency. The United States National Guard as well as the Maine and New Hampshire National Guard has terminated the threat of creatures. The dense fog advisory issued by the NWS and Gray, ME has been cancelled. The fog threat has diminished.